We will now come to order. The first item up for business is some judicial interviews. Before we get to that, I just wanted to let everyone know the process of how we conduct judicial interviews. Generally, they come in two waves. The first wave is usually in December. These are for the re-elections for the judicial candidates, and we do that in December. What we're going to do today in that first wave is we're going to certify them today. Occasionally, sometimes between December and those interviews and where we are today, there becomes some extraordinary circumstances that we weren't aware of at the time that we need to have some urgency to get some other judges out and into their seats. So that's what you're going to see today. It's unusual that we are interviewing candidates at this time, but we're going to make an exception in a few cases, and so that's what's going to be before us. At the conclusion of all this, we will certify the entire slate of candidates, those that were here today and those that we interviewed back in December. The second wave of candidates will come after crossover, sometimes by the end of February or so. We will interview candidates that are for these new vacancies that are currently before us. And so that's the kind of schedule that we get on. For the newer people, I wanted to explain that. For the old timers, you know the process. But I wanted just for everyone to know that's going to be how we conduct things. So with that, why don't we go ahead and start with our first initial interview with Judge Jonathan Stone. Judge Stone is in the General District Court in Virginia Beach and is seeking to be elevated to the Circuit Court. And Delegate Askew, I believe, wanted to make an introduction. Oh, and Delegate Fagans, okay.
Hello, Chair and committee members. I'm Delegate Fagans, and I'm proudly here to help reintroduce Judge Stone. Judge Stone has been a distinguished member of Virginia's judicial, whose career reflects a deep commitment to public service and rule of law. Ever since he was put on the bench in March 1st, 2024, Judge Stone has served on Virginia Beach General District Court, bringing to this bench nearly 2 decades of legal experience from his private practice experience. He also has a lot of great experience, of course, in terms of educational, in terms of Catholic University, Columbus School of Law, where he earned his JD. Judge Stone has also earned a master's degree in public policy from American University and a Bachelor of Arts in political science from High Point University. Judge Stone has a diverse legal background and a strong academic foundation, and has really helped to shape his judicial approach, which is grounded in fairness, integrity, and a thoughtful application of the law. On behalf of the Virginia Beach delegation, we are proud to reintroduce the Honorable Jonathan Stone.
Thank you. Thank you, Judge Stone. Thank you for being here. Why don't you tell us why you want to leave the General District Court and elevate to the Circuit Court?
Well, thank you. Thank you, Senate delegates, for having me this afternoon. Every case that comes in front of me in General District Court has immense weight for the individuals that are involved. And it's been the honor of my career to impact that weight every day, daily in the court, case in and case out. I would be further honored to continue that service of the Circuit Court, where it will be my mission to continue that service of making sure that everyone who appears in my court is treated fairly with dignity and their rights are considered as is appropriate for a judicial. And so that's just been the honor of my career to do that, and I would certainly be honored to continue to do that Circuit Court level.
Thank you, Judge Stone. Any members have any questions for Judge Stone? And I'd ask you to use your request to speak button so that I can recognize you. All right. All right. Thank you, Judge Stone. Thank you for being here. Next, we have Aaron Cass. Also from Virginia Beach, is seeking the new vacancy on General District Court. Delegate Askew.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Good afternoon, Mr. Chair, members of the committee. I'm here today to nominate and introduce the Honorable Aaron Cass for Virginia Beach 2nd Judicial District, General District Court of Virginia Beach. Aaron is a native of Norfolk and currently resides at Virginia Beach since 2009. Georgetown undergrad and law student from William & Mary. He has practiced law in Portsmouth for more than 20 years. During his career, he focused on plaintiffs' personal injuries and court-appointed criminal and traffic matters. Aaron is currently the chair of the State Bar's First District Committee, where he reviews attorney discipline matters. Aaron demonstrates strong public service commitment within the Commonwealth through his devotion to charitable causes and his leadership in the faith-based community. On behalf of the Virginia Beach delegation, we are proud to support the Honorable Aaron Cass as a candidate for the 2nd Judicial District. General District Court of Virginia Beach. Thank you, Mr. Chair, members of the committee.
Thank you. Thank you. Welcome, Mr. Cass. Why don't you tell us why you're seeking the General District Court position?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. As the delegate introduced and said, I've been practicing now for a little over 20 years. I'm honored and blessed to be able to help my clients solve their legal issues most every day. When I'm not doing that and spending time with my wife and my 3 kids, I serve on the boards of 3 different nonprofits in my faith community. I help run food drives for a number of bar associations and serve, as he said, on the First District Committee as the chair for the State Bar. And I see becoming a General District Court judge as a great way of combining my professional experience and my demonstrated desire to be engaged in the community.
Thank you. Any questions for Mr. Cass? All right. Not seeing any. Thank you, Mr. Cass. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Next, we have Ollie Sprinkle. And Ms. Sprinkle is seeking the Juvenile Domestic Relations Court vacancy in Portsmouth. Ms. Sprinkle, welcome.
Thank you.
Tell us why you're seeking this position.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you for having me today. I started my career almost 25 years ago, and I would hope that if granted this position, it would allow me to continue what I've tried to base my career around, which is service to my community. When I began my legal career, I began as an assistant Commonwealth attorney in the city of Portsmouth. I did that for approximately 5 years. Then I went into private practice with my dad. We have a law firm, Sprinkle and Sprinkle. He's been practicing now over 50 years. And while I began my practice there, we did a lot of retained cases, personal injury cases. My father did a lot of family law. I really based my practice around court-appointed work, as well as guardian ad litem work, which really kind of focused my practice towards the Juvenile and Domestic Relations Court. I've enjoyed the time that I've spent in my career helping others, especially children and those that, often cannot speak for themselves. I think that this path would allow me to continue serving my community and hopefully continue to challenge me in my professional career.
Wonderful. Thank you. Any questions for Ms. Sprinkle? And I see Delegate O'Quinn, who seeks to be recognized.
Is it me? I pressed it.
Why does it say O'Quinn?
Yeah, sorry.
Who's O'Quinn?
Me.
O'Quinn.
Me?
Delegate Carlson? Is there an O'Quinn? Why does it say O'Quinn?
Chairman Hope, I pushed my button, so I'm assuming it's me.
Let's go Delegate Carlson. I have 2 people that are requested. Okay, Delegate Carlson. Who else requested? Anyone else take a second?
I did.
All right. Delegate Leftwich, you're next.
Okay, well, Chairman Hope, I have a question. And it might be bringing some maybe unnecessary levity to this, but as someone who practiced in JDR, and I know that place is really meant to help, truly it's meant to help children, I am very appreciative of the fact that your last name is Sprinkle.
Thank you. And that has been very helpful with me as a guardian ad litem because it breaks the ice with many of my meetings with the children.
I'm very happy to see that background.
Thank you.
Does Delegate Leftwich have a serious question?
Just a serious comment, Mr. Chairman. While I've not practiced with the applicant, I've had many cases with her father. And if the apple doesn't fall far, you'll do a very good job.
That's nice.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Very nice. Anyone else wish to seek recognition? And using your request to speak button doesn't matter because it's different names. Anyone else? I don't see anyone. Okay. Well, thank you for being here, Ms. Sprinkle.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate you being here.
Thank you.
All right. Next coming forward is Judge Jane Reynolds, is seeking from the General District Court, seeking the Circuit Court vacancy in the 15th Judicial Circuit. And I believe Delegate Cole is here to introduce Judge Reynolds to the committee. Delegate Cole.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, members of the committee. I'm here to introduce Judge Jane Reynolds. Judge Reynolds is a Northern Virginia powerhouse with more than 20 years in the legal field, including 15 years running her own practice after founding the law offices of J.M. Reynolds PLLC in 2006. She built a large multi-jurisdictional practice and brought the real-world experience to the bench she currently sits on. She is a lifelong Northern Virginian, earning degrees from Norfolk State University, Marymount University, and the American University's Washington College of Law, and she knows this region, these courts, and the communities that she serves. And I'm excited to say that when we appointed Judge Reynolds a few years ago, she was the first African-American woman appointed to the 15th Judicial Circuit, and she has brought steady, fair, and well-run court service. She is active in her community and approaches the bench with seriousness and respect. She's also a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated and the Lynx Inc., and she is married and has 2 beautiful teenage children. And so we are excited to present her for recommendation. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Delegate Cole. Judge Reynolds, thank you for being here. Tell us why you're seeking to leave the General District Court and elevate to the Circuit Court.
Thank you, and good afternoon, Mr. Chair and members of the committee. I'm seeking to elevate from General District Court because I think my time on the General District Court bench has prepared me for such a time as this. I would like to continue serving the public, handling more diverse and complex cases as I continue to grow in my knowledge of the law.
Very good. Any questions for Judge Reynolds? All right, see you none. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Judge Reynolds.
Thank you.
Next, I'd like to invite Charles Clark, also from the 15th Judicial Circuit. Hi, Mr. Clark.
How are you, sir?
Thank you for being here. Tell us why you're seeking the position on the Circuit Court, the 15th
Thank you, Mr.
Circuit.
Chair. I have, since becoming a licensed attorney, I have spent my entire career in public service. Started out as a magistrate in New Kent County. From there, I moved to the city of Richmond, where I practiced just a few blocks from here as a public defender. I have served as Assistant Commonwealth Attorney, Deputy Commonwealth Attorney, and Chief Deputy Commonwealth Attorney in King George County. I've also been provided the opportunity to serve as an Assistant County Attorney and Special Counsel to the Board and others. I think all of those have prepared me well for Circuit Court. There's still much to learn, but I think I'm well positioned to take on that role and responsibility. And should you all give me the blessing to do so, I will serve with pride.
Great. Thank you, Mr. Clark. Any members have any questions for Ms. Clark? All right. Not seeing none. Thank you for being here,
Thank you,
Mr.
sir.
Clark. Appreciate you. Okay. Now what we'll do is we'll turn to certification of the candidates that we interviewed today, as well as those incumbent judges and candidates interviewed by the Joint Courts Committee on Friday, December 5th. You should have before you a list of all the names. It's this sheet here. It's 3 or 4 pages front and back of judges. Please take a second to review the list if you haven't already done so. We're going to take those names up in blocks. We're going to divide them in each court, and this will be a voice vote only. So starting with the Circuit Court, I will entertain a motion to certify all the listed Circuit Court judges and candidates as qualified to be elected to the respective circuits. If anyone wishes to remove a name from the block at this time, please do so. Anyone seek to remove a name? All right, got a motion?
Move the certification of the judges as described by the chairman.
Delegate Simon motions. Got a second? Second. Got a motion and second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, next the chair will entertain a motion to certify the listed General District Court judges and candidates as qualified to be elected to the respective districts. Does anyone wish to remove a name from the block of General District Court judges? Seeing none, can I get a motion?
Motion to certify.
Got a motion, Delegate Maldonado.
Second.
Delegate Simon seconds. Any discussion? All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? All right, next the chair will entertain motion to certify the listed Juvenile and Domestic Relations District Court judges and candidates as qualified to be elected to the respective districts. Does anyone wish to remove a name from the block of JDR District Court judges? Seeing none, can I get a motion?
Motion to certify.
Delegate
Second.
Maldonado motions, Delegate Simon seconds. Get a motion. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Okay, so that list is also certified. So thank you all for that. Let's go ahead and turn to the agenda. Just want to make some brief comments and organization. The first thing, of course, is which we have a lot of new members here today. I'm Delegate Patrick Hope. Maybe we should go around and introduce ourselves, and we'll start with my vice chair and go all the way around. Why don't you tell us your name and your district, what area you represent, and how many years you've been on the Courts of Justice Committee.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Good afternoon. I'm Delegate Michelle Lopes-Maldonado, representing the Virginia's 20th House District, which includes City of Manassas Park, and parts of the western end of Prince William County. And this is my third term on courts.
And I'm Delegate Vivian Moss.
Turn your mic, Vivian.
Put the wrong one on. I'm Delegate Vivian Watts, representing the 14th District, which is in Fairfax County, straddles the Beltway in the Annandale area, and I have been on the Courts Committee for a long time.
Well, we have a history there, and so I think Patrick Henry and you served together? No, come on. That's a Jack Sass law. Come on.
But, okay. So when I came back into the General Assembly in 1996, I had served as Cabinet Secretary of Transportation and Public Safety, so had the experience with the penal justice system in particular, and so was put on courts at that time, and was taken off for 2 years and then put back on.
It's a long time.
Mr. Chairman, Delegate Marcus Simon, represent the 13th House District, which has got the city of Falls Church and Falls Church, parts of Fairfax County. I've served on the Civil Subcommittee and chaired it for a while, and I've been on the Courts Committee, I think this was my 9th year on courts.
Good afternoon. I'm Rip Sullivan. I represent the 6th District, which is in Fairfax County, McLean, Great Falls, and parts of Vienna. And I've been on this committee, I think 7 or 8 years, 8 or 9 years, something like that. Can't remember, Mr. Chair. In my real world, I practice law at Bean, Kinney, Corman in Arlington.
Hi, I'm Delegate Carrie Delaney. I represent the 9th District, which is parts of Fairfax County, Chantilly, and Centerville area, and I believe I've been on the Courts Committee for, I think this is my 6th year. Looking forward to another one with you all.
Good afternoon. I'm Delegate Karen Keys-Gamara. I am entering my 3rd year on this committee. It's been a complete joy.
Wow. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Delegate Phil Hernandez. I represent District 94, which is the northern part of the city of Norfolk, and this is my 3rd year on this committee.
Good afternoon. I'm Delegate Atusa Reeser. I represent Eastern Loudoun County from Dulles Airport up to the Potomac River, which is House District 27, and this is also my 3rd year on the committee.
Good afternoon. My name is Charlie Schmidt. I represent District 77, which is South Richmond and North Chesterfield, and I've been on this committee for about 5 hours.
Good afternoon. I'm Leslie Mehta. I represent the 73rd District, which is Western Chesterfield, and I too have been on for just minutes.
Good afternoon. My name is Troy Hatcher. I am the staff attorney, one of the 2 staff attorneys from the Division of Legislative Services. I staff the criminal subcommittee, and I've been here for 4 sessions, so I'm beating a couple of you, and I didn't realize that.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I'm Britt Olwine, also with Legislative Services, a staff attorney, primarily staffing the civil subcommittee, and I'm also a legal section chief. I believe this is my 12th session with the agency and with this committee.
Good afternoon, Casey Carnegie. I represent the 89th House District, which is parts of Chesapeake and part of Suffolk, and this is my first day on this committee.
Good afternoon. My name is Virgil Thornton. I represent the 86th House, and that's Hampton, York County, and the entire city of Poquoson. This is my first term.
Good afternoon. I'm Justin Pence from Shenandoah County, House District 33. I represent Shenandoah, Page, part of Rockingham, and a little bit of Warren counties. And I look forward to serving with you all. I'm not a lawyer, so I look forward to learning from you all.
Good afternoon. Madison Whittle for the 49th District, Danville, Halifax, part of Pittsylvania County, South Boston. And it's my first rodeo. Thank you.
Delegate Will Davis. I represent the 39th House District, which includes Franklin County and part of Roanoke County, and this is my 3rd year on the committee.
I pushed the speaker button. I'm so used to it. I'm Delegate Ren Williams. I'm from Patrick County. This will be my 5th year on this committee, and I think I'll take the opportunity to encourage us to maintain the reputation of being the scariest, toughest committee to walk in front of in the House. So let's do it.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jason Ballard. I represent the 42nd House District, which is Giles County, Pulaski County, part of Montgomery County with Delegate Franklin and the city of Radford. I'm a practicing attorney for the last 22 years, and this is my 5th session on this committee. Thank you.
Good afternoon. Jay Leftwich, the 90th House District in the city of Chesapeake. Private practice for 33, 35, I don't know, 37, I forget how many years. 13th year on the committee. Welcome to everyone, and I'm glad to be back serving on the courts committee. Thank you.
Good afternoon, Terry Kilgore, House District 45, far Southwest Virginia, Lee Scott, Wise, City of Norton, and part of Dickinson County. And I've probably been on this committee, well, I don't know if Vivian has got me beat on being on this committee, but I've been on the committee since 96 or 97, so I've seen a lot go through here.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. My name is Ray Cousins. I represent the 79th District, which covers some parts of Richmond. I'm an attorney at Brown Greer, have been there for about 15 years, and this is my 3rd year on the Courts Committee.
Hello, I am Delegate Katrina Carlson. I represent the 54th District, which is Charlottesville and parts of Albemarle, and I am a former Deputy City Attorney for Charlottesville.
Good afternoon, Courts Committee and staff. My name is Annie Johnson, and I'm the clerk of this committee, and I believe this is my 15th year on courts.
Wonderful. Let's turn it to the rest of staff who hasn't introduced themselves. Abby, you want to start?
Good afternoon. My name is Abigail Paulus, and I am brand new here, and I'm the new special counsel to the House Courts of Justice Committee.
Good afternoon, everyone. Shannon Hurd with Legislative Services. I'm the Judicial Selection Administrator, and this is my 9th year with the committee.
Hi, I'm Susan King, and this is my 3rd year working in committee ops.
Hello, my name is Adrian McDaniel. It's my 1st year working on the committee clerks for the criminal subcommittee.
Very good. And we have tech staff that are in the back. Daniel Lawson and Sophia Scotto are here. They can wave at us, and they make everything work for us. Actually, all the staff make things work for us, so we just sort of are just part of this process. I'm Delegate Patrick Hope. This is my 3rd year chairing the committee. This is my 15th year on the committee. And so I welcome all the new folks and some of the returning members and look forward to working together this year. I put together a history of the Courts of Justice Committee, and there's just a couple things. Read through that at your leisure, but we're sort of getting close to a milestone here. Next year, the Courts of Justice Committee will be 300 years old. Sounds like someone should do a resolution for that. 300 years old. 2nd oldest committee in the General Assembly, and this committee wasn't always a legislative committee. At some point, it did determine, this committee determined if we were going to have any cases that the General Assembly was ultimately going to hear on appeal. So served as an appellate court at that time. So pretty interesting stuff there to take a look at. Why don't I go ahead and turn to your subcommittee assignments, and I would ask whoever has that information, can we hand that out at this time? Privileges and elections. So as that's getting handed out for everyone's purposes that are listening, that don't have the benefit, this will be online soon. On the Civil Subcommittee, this will be chaired by Delegate Simon, members Keys Gamarra, Reeser, Sullivan, Maldonado, Thornton, Carnegie, Ballard, Kilgore, and Leftwich. For the Criminal Subcommittee will be chaired by Delegate Watts, Chair Watts, Carlson, Cousins, Delaney, Hernandez, Mehta, Schmidt, Williams, Davis, and Whittle. For the Judicial Subcommittee, we will have Delegate Chair Maldonado, or Vice Chair, Carlson, Keys Gamarra, Reeser, Sullivan, Carnegie, Schmidt, Davis, Kilgore, and Williams. And we will have a Subcommittee 4 that I will chair, members are Carlson, Maldonado, Simon, Watts, Whittle, and Pence. And so those will be posted online very soon. All the members have those subcommittee assignments. The last thing I'll say just before we adjourn, the things that we've been doing for all my years that I've been on the courts committee was instituting what we call the ALBO Icebox Rule. And what that means is that bills that come to us that have a fiscal impact, we are not going to hear them until we know that we can pay for their fiscal impact. And so we'll have conversations between majority and minority about what funding that we have available, and we will decide which bills are going to get heard. I'm sure I will hear speeches on the House floor that their bill didn't get heard, but this is a long-standing thing that we've been doing for at least 2 decades here. Republicans and Democrats have done it this way, primarily because we can't have someone on the Appropriations Committee advocating for us. The rule is not permitted to have someone from courts serve on appropriations. So we have to see what we have funding available, and we're not going to hear bills that just won't get funded. So we will make that determination. I've been on the losing end of that stick many, many times in my career. I think a lot of people probably have, but that's the rule that we've instituted for 2 decades, and that's what we will continue to do. So if you have any members have any question about that, go see Dave Albo, and he can respond to his ALBO rule. But all our predecessors and successors have adhered to that as well, and I think it works very well. So unless there's any questions, not seeing any, the committee has completed its agenda and work. The subcommittees will start on Wednesdays, and so looking forward to getting to work together. With that, the committee shall rise.